Welcome back to my Super Mario Sunshine Any % tutorial series. In this video, I will teach you how to do Gelato Beach skip, which is the largest skip in Super Mario Sunshine. By collecting the episode 8 shine immediately, it unlocks every episode in Gelato Beach. For this tutorial, I will have position, angle and speed displayed on a video to help you understand exactly what is needed, although we are only really interested in an angle. After starting the level, go to this tree with the coconuts. You need to get one of these coconuts, and this can be done in a few different ways. You can either climb up the tree, which will push one on the top of the tree, or go into first person on a ground and spray a coconut off the tree. Bring this coconut with you to the hood where Shine Sprite is located. To start the skip, place coconut on the ground and then grab either fence or the hood edge. When grabbing the edge of the hood or the fence, your angle value is set to 0. It is important to L target from this direction in order to lock the camera to that angle. However, you need to be careful since targeting from this direction doesn't set the value to 0 permanently. As soon as you move even slightly, it will change and the setup won't work. Now you have to keep this angle by doing a series of jumps to the coconut, and then you need to grab it. Next, you need to get on top of the hood, which you can do in a few different ways. You can do a triple jump, although you will have to jump backwards carefully a few times to get enough room, or simply do a regular jump into a spin jump. During this whole time, you have to make sure you don't lose the angle by accidentally pressing up right or up left. When you're on top of the hood, you have to get yourself onto this spot. A good visual cue for this is lining up Mario's feet with the texture on the roof. Now you are ready to attempt the skip. Release the coconut and hold forward to run against it. When you are nearing the edge of the roof, you should clip into the ceiling and start hovering. When you have reached the middle part where the shine is, you can drop down. If you are not sure if you are going to be in the right place, you can ground pound to stop moving and go straight down. The skip itself requires good timing with hovering. If you are too early, you won't get a clip, and it may result in a coconut being hit by the water from the hover nozzle, sending it into the water. If instead you are too late, you will end up grabbing the ceiling. If you fail the skip, it's good to try to not panic. Most of the time your angle should still be the same and you can easily hover backwards to grab the coconut and try again without having to go through the whole setup. One problem can arise if you move too quickly towards the middle when you start to hover. You have to hover a little while to gain enough height to get past the ceiling. However, trying to gain height in the wrong spot can clip you back on top of the hood. The spot where you want to hover to gain height is just on the outside of the blender. Now I will teach you how to get better at the actual clip, since that is the hardest part of this whole setup. A good visual cue is to run against coconut until you see this spot disappearing. Or look at this spot and see when the top of the hood hits the shore of Pina Park. When you clip, you can release joystick completely to the neutral position and let hovering alone continue to take you towards the middle. Usually this works very well, but sometimes you might grab the ceiling. If you do, that's because you release joystick too late. It is good to learn to tap down a couple times to lose some forward momentum, then start holding up to get to the middle. By doing this, you should avoid grabbing the ceiling. Now let's do this whole setup from start to finish at full speed. There are two other methods that can also be learned, I will briefly explain them. The first method is to throw the coconut on top of the hood, grab the edge of the hood, then target to get the right angle and quickly grab the coconut before it falls down. Then proceed to do the setup for the clip. You also need to be careful when throwing the coconut, since you don't want to throw it into the blender in the middle and spawn a blue coin. The second method is done with a backflip. Your angle doesn't matter for this, but you have to be in a specific spot in order to get a clip. When you are in the right spot, you have to do a very fast series of inputs. First, start holding R and up, press A, and then quickly press B to throw the coconut during a backflip. Switch nozzle, and when you clip immediately start hovering. This is very risky method since coconut will bounce off into the water. When you have collected the episode 8 shine, you will have unlocked every episode in Gelato Beach. Then when you re-enter the level, you have to beat episode 7. So scroll left. Always remember to scroll left. For this Shadow Mario, I'll show quickly how normally you will beat him. This Shadow Mario is special in that case that he never stops running. He always keeps running after those checkpoints. So you wanna keep distance, remember that. And if he keeps walking up, you wanna chase after him. He either goes right or left, depending how far you let him go and where you are at that point. Now I'm gonna show advanced strats with the spam spray. When you go close by him, you can double spam spray to him and he gets quick killed then. Like that. There is a quick kill you can do with the spam spray much earlier, but it's so inconsistent. And you see this Pianta over here? It's RNG wherever he's running all the time and he stops in a random spots all the time. So keep that in your mind for this Shadow Mario specifically. And that is Gelato Beach. It's only 2 shines, it's a very short level, and fortunately I think it's for the good because this level as a whole didn't have that 1 shines in the past. But to bless there is a Gelato Beach skip. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I will answer your questions. Thanks for watching.